does it. It looks nice sitting on top of that. I'm so fat.
I love it. I love finding the little rainbows.
Good evening and welcome to Vape Lounge NI, transposed onto Facebook this evening instead of YouTube. And the camera's there, not there.
And we're live.
And we are live. And we should have at least one person in the room. We have got Sainty in the room.
Hey, Saint.
Hiya, Sainty.
Oh, and Paul Martin. Hello. Oh, that's Manic Stereo.
Hiya, Manic. Yes, unfortunately, people who've got their real names. If we can get this shared out, folks, because I don't think many people will be sort of knowing that we're here. YouTube is still being its normal, absolute
Pain in the arse.
Page not working still. Hi, Darren.
Hey, Brew.
Hey, Brew. Shh.
Oh.
Avoided him. Oh dear, oh dear. Hang on, let's see what the delay's like in this. If I do that and watch. My God, there's a huge delay.
I saw that.
That is
Well, hey, at least there may be a delay, and we do apologise for that, folks. But hey, we are here. All of you people that normally watch us on YouTube are probably sitting there going, "Where the hell are they?"
Consider
But
we're
yeah,
not late to
we're here.
start with as well.
I know.
So, yeah, if people can share the link out, it would be very much appreciated. I don't want to touch anything because if I touch anything, it'll break.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not.
So we've got 2 people in at least so far. I don't know if I can see from this. Oh, sugar.
Sugar whip. We had roasty toasties tonight.
We had a fry up earlier.
So Jessica has also shouted out saying that we've now moved to Facebook. Jessica will be joining us at 11 o'clock, which is 6 a.m. or 6 p.m. her time.
Cool.
So hopefully some people may actually find the page, and the ones that have never been here before might find the page.
Hi, Cindy.
Facebook.
So this is a new one on me. This is the first time I've ever live streamed on Facebook.
Yeah, same. It's kind of like.
It's a bit weird.
I feel
I have to say, it's a bit weird.
So it should be perfectly fine then.
Yeah, see.
I'm not as weird as you, Mr. I Love Marmite.
The Marmite there, bye.
How do you like Marmite? It's so disgusting.
I know,
Can
right?
you see my comments? They're just appearing off my screen. Yes, Paul, we can see your comment. We've seen the Hi Saint, Roy, Michelle and Bunny.
Good evening, Manic. How are you, dude?
I've shared it into NI Vape Communities page. Can I share it onto the...
Share it onto the bitches, unless Sainty has already done that. If you want to share it onto the bitches, go right ahead. Share it on Island's page as well.
I think we might have to do that. Because it's page now.
I suppose only admin can post on it, so.
On what?
On the Islands in the Clouds page, because that's a page, not a group, so.
I always get that Dolly Parton song in my head whenever you say Islands in the Clouds.
Yeah, you're thinking Islands in the Stream, aren't you?
So,
Every time.
I know, because I keep singing it as well. It's alright. You're not the only one.
did anybody see the new opening? And did they like it?
Well, I was impressed.
I think it's cool.
Mm.
So shiny.
I've just noticed something. We're sitting the wrong ways around.
Oh.
So it
So
is.
we are. Look, I'm like beside the wall now.
Oh, that's right. It's do not mirror.
Oh. Well.
Well, when people were looking at us, we're the right way about.
I meant the
Suppose we're like
opening.
stage right, I suppose.
This is going to be an interesting show if we don't get anybody coming in.
Come on.
How grand.
Come see us. We're on Facebook.
Thank you, Manic. So,
It's a shame YouTube's been a pain tonight.
Hey, Biscuit's in.
there's biscuits in. Biscuits
Yes,
in.
Biscuit's in.
Well, hey.
Have you missed much?
You've missed
No, we've
so
just started.
much.
Oh yeah, you've missed absolute. You missed.
Yeah, you've missed loads, mate.
You missed
should have
Bonnie
been-
changing shirts live on camera.
I know, you missed it.
You could have.
Bonnie, get the babs out.
You could at least wore a bra.
Ah, you have to set the puppies free.
Oh, definitely. Come on.
You know?
That's like the best
And
feeling
you,
at the end
and
of the day.
you know, I don't really have enough to hold onto one anyway, so.
So what are you partaking on tonight?
Partaking.
I'm having some Rockshore lager.
Ugh, lager.
Larger.
Yeah. Yeah.
To get Darren's
Yeah, we're
partaking
just-
on the same.
Oh yeah. No, we're just grabbing some beer on the way home from town this afternoon, and I've seen adverts for this stuff all over the place, and a few people that I know that have tried it have said it's really good. So I thought, yeah, fuck it, we'll get some of this and have a crack at it and see how it goes. Yes, I have some of those still lurking there. I've got a wee stash of like Munchables, you know. So I've got some of those. I've got some Terry's chocolate orange segments as well.
Not sponsored by Pod Salt, but I've got Pod Salt.
I've got a big bag of M&Ms too.
Oh, I love M&Ms. What, the normal ones or the peanut ones?
Peanut.
Oh, I like them too. I like the normal
Yeah.
ones as well though.
I love the peanut ones. Peanut ones are my favourites. So yeah, I've got those.
We've got Marmite.
You've got Marmite. Well, you can keep your damn Marmite. Just
So-
don't come near me.
I did a quick quick look around the internet to see what was up with YouTube, and there was like 1,600 odd reports of YouTube being down.
Mm.
I thought that's not an awful lot if you think the amount of people YouTube has.
Hey, Chris.
Well,
Mr. Lethal is in the house.
Mr. Lethal and Mr. Ian Morgan.
Ian Morgan.
Hi, Ian. How are you, hon? Ian, I have got
My chat's not automatically scrolling down.
liquids here for you, pal. So,
Might help if you showed him the liquids.
well, he knows what ones they are anyway, because I done the walkthrough last Wednesday night on the my liquids, and there was a couple of flavours that Ian really liked the sound of, so I told him he could have them. So he has got the pink sweets and the raspberry ripple cheesecake. I told Ian he could have these, so I'll have them for him.
While you're showing thingamajiggies off,
Yeah.
so is it your left breast or your right breast that we mark on it?
Both of them, because he bit me.
Alright. So that's what Brie was vaping on. What are you vaping on?
Oh, there's this point Vic joins in.
Hi, Vic. How are you, hon? How's Germany?
I think the red's
Hiya, Mr. Mullen.
it's just more redder than the room.
Oh, wow.
Hey Rick.
Oh my god. I see a purple lady vapor has joined the room as well. Megan, my darling, how are you?
Hi! Hi, Michael!
Hi, sweetie.
Hi, Babykins! Sorry, we're all gone.
Ian, I'm not back into work again until Wednesday.
Hi,
So
Christine.
yeah, you could probably get me at the shop either Wednesday or Thursday.
So, Vic,
Hi,
you
babe.
know YouTube is having major fits tonight. It's not letting anybody go live on it. It's not letting you upload videos. It's not doing anything. It's just being an absolute pig. Vic being in, I think it's Vic being in Germany has broke internet.
Yeah,
All that
do you know what that
all
is?
that
That's
good
everybody having a fit wondering where the WhatsApp is.
I
Oh,
tried to
yeah.
He's listening while he packs.
Mm.
Just listening.
Hey, Christine.
So yeah, we haven't seen Christine in a while. Are you keeping well, Christine?
I was talking to Christine last week in Ballymena Vape Club.
Right.
Mhm.
Mm.
I banned myself from going in there now.
Ah dear. Actually, it seems YouTube is back again.
Ooh, is it now?
Well, we're here now. We might as well stay where we are.
Yeah, because we have an American visitor on tonight. Oh, it is YouTube is back.
Well, we'll stay here where we are because you know what YouTube's like. It's quite fickle. It can actually crash again at any minute. So we might as well just stay where we are.
Right.
Yeah.
If I can change the name of this, please go to
The moon. No, I'm kidding.
Facebook. No, that's Instagram. I don't want Instagram. No, it's not here. Sorry, folks. So, Bunny, what are you vaping on?
Right. Well, I've got a few on the go this evening. So I have lots of pods tonight. I have my trusty Old Faithful Aspire AVP, and in that I have some IVG's Summer Breeze Nick Salt, which is really, really good. And anybody that knows me knows I'm not a fan of IVG liquids, but this it is absolutely amazing.
If you like Boulevard, that's one to
Yeah.
try because it's very close.
Yeah, if you like Wick Liquor's Boulevard or the Boulevard Shattered, I would recommend this because it's very, very similar taste-wise. Because that's actually what I went to get the other day with some Boulevard, and Aaron at Rude Boy was out of stock of it, and he recommended this one, and he had it in one of his pods and let me try it, and I was impressed, so I bought some of that. I've also got the Smoke Nord.
That's cute. I like that.
Hi, Ian.
It's absolutely brilliant. Hi, Spaggy.
I love that in rainbow, I think.
It's absolutely brilliant, this little thing. For a smoke device, I have to say I'm impressed. I've had the same coil in there since Wednesday, and it's every bit as good now as it was whenever I first put it in. And that I have some Pod Salt Mango Ice.
I tried.
Oh, it's lovely. I've also got, you've got the Galaxies. I've also got the SX Pod Kit.
Batteries I
And
use.
and in that I've got some more Pod Salts, and it's the mixed berry one in there. I've also got with me the Rev Nitro with the Drop Dead on top. In that I have some of the My Liquids Heisen, which is their take on Heisenberg. Really good, this, because there's slightly more aniseed than there is menthol in it, and I'm really impressed with it. I really, really like this one.
I don't like aniseed.
Don't like it.
I don't
And
like these.
last but not least, I have the IPV VIT with the Falcon on top, and in that I have some of Blue Elixir's Grapest. Roy, you would like this. It's a really, really nice grape with a very, very slight cooling sort of thing in it. And that's what I have in here. I got this courtesy of Ian Morgan, so thank you very much for that, sweetie. It is amazing stuff.
Hiya, Mark.
Hi, Mark. So yeah, so that's what I'm on.
Here, this will be fun tonight.
That's a nice little bunch you got there, though.
Mm-hmm.
How are people going to give us their thumbs downs?
Suckers.
When I upload the show, they can go and give all their they can all go give their thumbs down then. Right, we'll go on to Wonder Woman.
So,
Take it away, Roy.
I've got my maple.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! There's all the hates going up now.
Yeah,
it's
we've
the
got the
colour like little
haters.
bubbles.
Yay.
That's kind of cute.
I bet you that's scent. It wasn't betting that scenty.
Here we've got thumbs down.
Hey, Jessica's in chat. Hi.
That was something.
Hi, Jessica, if you're early, do you want to come on now?
Yeah, just call in whenever you're ready, babe.
See you later, Chris.
See you later, Chris,
See
mate.
you later, Chris.
Hiya, Bill.
Is she going to answer her phone?
Hi,
Hello.
Hey guys, how are you all?
Where?
Hey.
Oh, it's done it again.
What?
Oh.
I'm like,
No, whenever I put in somebody in and pop them out, it makes all their screens go all weird sizes. So
It looks so funny there.
give me 2 seconds just to get you onto screen.
Because we're on
Okay.
Facebook. Okay, that's like.
Now we sit back and watch while Roy breaks things.
Shall I just do what I'm vaping on now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you carry on, sweetheart.
If everyone can see me, that is, yeah. So, I've gone on my Mi Pod and I've got the last of my Pod Salts Bubble Blue. I just wanted to get more because it's so good. And I've got my Kilo little poddy here with some Dewberry Fruits iced version in that. I've only got one pod left, so I'm kind of
Oh.
serving that one now. And I've got the Mido, and in that I've got Pod Salt's Pink Haze. It's a pink lemonade. It's really nice.
Ooh,
Yes.
like the sound of that.
So that's my pods I'm on. And I've got my IPV with my Kelpie, and in that I have my Dr. Vapes, that blue stuff. Yum 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 yum.
Yay!
So good.
that sounds good.
It's so good. Blue slush, it's yummy. And I'll need you to show because it's got the unicorn. I can't reach that first. Right, so I've got my top side with my unicorn RDA and rainbow.
That is so sexy.
It's so pretty.
But the thing about it is, we see this because it's a metal drip tip.
But all the way through it, it's like. Rainbow.
I like that a lot.
Because it's a metal drip tip on it, and when you go inside the deck, everything is rainbow too.
Like, it's all rainbow, yeah. It's just all rainbow.
I like that. We've got the echo back. Nope, it's gone again, just as I said. Hi, Rebecca, sweetheart.
And in that, I've got some 12 Monkeys Origins, and it's called Simery, whatever. It's strawberry and coconut. It's really yum.
Oh, you rang.
It's so,
It
you,
is
you
gorgeous.
Will love that, bunny.
Strawberry and coconut.
'Cause you like
You
that.
rang.
You like that dodo juice, didn't you? Well, that's kind of similar a little bit.
Yes, you have my attention.
And then the last one, I've got my Armadillo on the blue Lustro as Biosmodus, and I've got some Dr. Vapes blue slush in that as well. So.
Nice.
And that's all I want.
Okay. So just at this point, I'd like to welcome Jessica to Vape Lounge NI. We are really sorry for the complete confusion that YouTube is throwing everybody tonight.
It's okay. I understand.
So Jessica is an Instagrammer from Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Nice.
So if you hear any country music being played tonight at any stage,
Me singing, not
So should we panic?
What?
Should we panic if we hear a banjo?
You're not going to hear a banjo.
aw, you said you were going to play banjo tonight.
I used to play the violin.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Nice.
And hi, Chunk. Didn't see you slide in there. Yeah, the last time I was talking to Jessica, she was wandering around a supermarket. Or,
Yes, I was shopping.
yeah, she had melons and cucumbers and cauliflowers.
Bananas.
Oh, bananas.
Yeah, minion.
Yeah.
Not wrong with that.
Hi,
Everybody, everybody needs a good minion. Oh.
Sorry, just to go back to Mark
Good evening, village.
Sibald. Am I saying that right? I don't know.
Yeah.
They're asking about the fish. If you watch Mark the Vaping Postman's review on it, well, he actually didn't do a review on it because when he was testing it and he had it set on the side, it started self auto firing.
Oh.
I do believe they have that problem fixed though.
Yeah, but would you trust it?
Probably not, to be honest. Unless they brought out a dedicated version 2 of the mod, no, I wouldn't trust it.
The ones I saw at Expo were still version 1s. They weren't
Yeah,
called version 2.
So, yeah, well, then no, I wouldn't. I have to say at Expo last year, I would have bought one if they had been selling them, but they were only showcasing them at that time. But yeah, I would have had one if they were selling them because I like the idea of the changing lights and stuff. Yeah, I know. I'm just
I know,
easily
do you know what?
amused.
I like
But-
light. I like all that lights as well.
Mhm.
It's just
Yeah,
okay.
so I would have had one, but after hearing the horror stories that I've heard about it, no, I will not be investing in one of those anytime soon.
Oh, it's not lighting up.
I actually just bought one.
What have
You
you
bought
just
what,
bought?
sorry?
We're going to go into what you're vaping anyway, so this will be a good chance now. She just bought a mod.
I just bought one. It should be here Wednesday.
You bought a fuse
You bought a fish?
fish.
Fish.
I have to say they look amazing, and I do like the idea that you give it a shake and it changes color. I like that, but like I say, when I've heard the horror stories, I know, like I said, they've worked on it and they have, from what they've said, they have the problem fixed. So any ones that are being sold now are the updated one. It's perfectly safe apparently, but I'm just still a bit skeptical. Looks the part, but no, I just wouldn't trust it.
I like the Drag Mini. This is my favorite mod.
Oh, do you know what? That's so tiny. I saw that at Expo, and it's actually it's a nice fit for my hand. Like, I've got really tiny hands.
This would be Michelle holding.
Me too.
This would be Michelle holding a drag mini.
Knock you out. I mean, look, that's me holding the Me Pod, and they're quite small. It takes up like my whole hand. Me.
I bought this the other day.
Oh, I've got one of those. They're really good, aren't they? Don't you
I
think?
love it.
A really good
They're
flavour.
Yeah.
Mm.
But no, the Drag Mini for the money, this is what got me off this little guy right
Oh,
here.
nice. Oh, good. That's really good.
So, apart from your drag mini, what else are you vaping this evening?
What am I vaping on? I have Reverb. It's like a strawberry starburst.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Really, really good. Here.
Yeah. Give me.
And
It's my 9th bottle.
I'll do a Vic and
Ninth.
make grabby hands at the screen.
9th bottle.
9th, yeah. It's my go-to.
Mm.
I think that is I think it's means it's a good juice. Is it a coil killer?
The what?
Is it a coil killer?
No.
Is it
No.
very sweet?
No.
No.
I don't like sweet vapes.
That's a win-win then.
Yeah.
I like sweet vapes.
Of course you do.
Yeah, but you've got the sweetest tooth of anyone I've ever met.
Yeah. I'm,
I do like one sweet. There's a buttermilk pie vape that I bought the other day. I'll never use it.
No.
Aw.
It hurts your teeth.
Oh,
Roy,
dear, that's sweet.
Specky has just bought another unicorn.
Oh, did he get you?
Right,
Specky?
why
Did
turn
he get
yourself
you?
up?
That Jay, they're like, oh yeah, we've just got these in today, and I'm like, here, just take my bank details, just take everything.
Yeah, just take my money.
Just send him everything.
Just take my money.
Honestly, I was like, yep, sold, give me it. Here you go, sent the payment already, done. I'm so
Mr.
bad.
Andrew Summerfield, good evening, sir. How are you after the long drive, dude?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Mr. Summerfield just come into chat. Jess drove from. He lives in the southern. He lives towards the southern side of England, and he drove all the way to Stuttgart
Okay.
in Germany for the Hall of Vapes vape show. And I thought he was staying for 2 days, but he stayed for a day and then drove back home again.
It's been knackered.
Yeah, I only went for the one day.
And we've got TC in the house as well.
Hey TC.
Hey TC, how are you, babe?
Village, what did you buy this week?
Leave that. That's for the Bitches of Eastwick show.
Yeah,
That's-
do you mind? Stop that.
Stealing it now.
Jessica, if you're ever at a loose end at 3:00 your time on a Friday afternoon, you can tune in and listen to Bitches of Eastwick on Twitch. It's an all girls show, and the title gives it away because they're all bitches, lovable
Okay.
bitches, but
Yeah,
they're
including
including the
Show your face, damn it. Yeah, he's the biggest bitch of all of us, to be honest.
I'm not even on screen, just in the background.
I know, when you're the biggest bitch of all of us.
Only 3 in the world. Oof. Pictures. I demand pictures right now, Speg.
Yeah, I was just about to say the same.
Which one did you get, Speggy? Because there's possibility I could be getting one of the custom ones as well. That would really piss you off if I got the same one.
I want a
I
custom.
hate you both so much right now.
Yeah. Just to go through what I'm vaping on, then, if anybody's half interested, because nobody is.
What are you vaping
I'll
on?
put my head down, fall asleep here.
I've got my Unicorn V3 with the Unicorn RDA on top.
Yeah, moving on.
Keep mod.
My Meg Unicorn.
Uh-huh.
I've also got my IPV Tranter with the Profile Unity on top.
Nice.
I've got my UL blocks with Demi Crazy Dumpers Armadillo.
The armadillo.
Armadillo on top.
The armadillo was in a tree. Yesterday.
I saw.
I've also got my Sigeli Cronus with the Bombus on top, which review will be coming up for the Bombus very shortly. Done the profile. The blocks and the Armadillo reviews will be coming up soon as well, but I need to do some juices, so we're doing pod salts. Will be the juices coming up this week for review.
How many mods do you have?
How many mods do I have?
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to list them all, but
Just don't ask me that question.
there's the Mirage, there's
You're
the
next.
Armor,
Where have
there's
you
the
pulled
Armor EXO, there's
Whoops.
Toggle Mini,
Oh my god. That's so ancient.
there is a Vape V200,
So weird.
there's an Oopsie,
Oops.
there's Hexa V1, Hexa V2, Vladen,
What did he just say? I wasn't going to list them all.
Something
Relax,
else.
Meadows,
And all my stuff too.
Bunny.
No.
Bunny.
Piss.
Oh.
Right off.
There's the Rage.
Just get that abomination off screen.
There's
Don't you
the-
do it. Don't you do it.
The doggy bone.
The Doggy Bone, Desire Design, and then there's numerous tanks as well, and drippers, and if Bonnie was to go through everything that she's got, we'll be here to Christmas next year.
No, I don't have
Yeah.
that much in comparison.
In all honesty, I have enough vape gear sitting in my house that I could probably open my own store.
Sink a battleship is normal.
Yeah, I could. At the last count, just of around my coffee table at home, at the last count, I had 36 different devices sitting on the coffee table, and that's not including what I have boxed up.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah,
Bunny. That's a lot.
I have a hell of a lot.
That's a lot.
You've got
I think I've got what 10 mech mods, 10 tube mech mods, and the rest, with the exception of the Hex and the RS, the rest of them are all regulated devices. So yeah, I've got a hell of a collection. And then you count all the tanks and RDAs, RTAs that I have sitting. Then you go and there's bottles of e-liquid all over the house.
But do you
So
have
yeah, I could very easily open my own shop, and yes, I know I don't have one of those. Don't
Zero,
rub
zero.
it in. Just don't rub it in, Roy.
00002?
Yeah.
Unicorn.
What's the bet he's going to wave the strawberry mandarin at me next, just to be a right twat?
Where is it? It's hidden.
Bet you is.
No, it's not hidden. It's fine.
Yeah. See, told you. Just to be a complete knob.
But you know what?
Yes, but you just have this.
He doesn't like that range.
Oh yeah, I've also got my dessert. I've got my rage with my. What's it called again? The axial.
The axial.
Yeah.
How many have you got, Jessica?
And mass mods and unicorn. That's got blue.
I have 2, and I'm happy with what I have.
Oh, okay.
But if you're happy with what you have, that's what counts.
Yeah.
I'd like to have a lot of variety, which is why I've got so many different things, and I have a problem with shiny-itis. Every time I see something new, if it looks nice, it's like, oh, I'm having that.
Plus, I'm
I'm quite impulsive. I tend to buy things.
I'm meant to be a reviewer.
That's why my shiny-itis is flared back, because I know that if I buy something, you can review it. You know what I mean? So it's like it's 2-for-1 situation.
But you've also got the other side of it, because when he gets stuff in for review, you can steal it.
Only if it's pretty colours. Only if it looks good.
Mind
You
you,
know, whenever he's going around all the vendors, tell him to get them in nice pinks and purples and greens.
Yeah.
nice and pink.
So if you notice in his reviews, like, there might be a lot of like pretty colour stuff.
Oh, speaking of pretty coloured stuff, when's the review for the Crown 4 kit coming out?
We're going to do it this week.
That's a work in progress right now.
Yes, because that one I'm really looking forward to seeing,
That's
because
gonna
we
be-
all know how much Roy just adores green.
He loves it so much.
I
So
am so going to die for that comment.
I don't like it. I think it's cool though. I think it's going to be my Halloween mod, I think, this year. I'm going to dress up as Wicked, I think, and have that, and I think it'll just match.
so
Perfect.
Jessica comes from the world of Instagram. This is now our
Sick.
6th week of doing Instagram. People coming on to, well, it's normally the YouTube show, but it's now the Sunday Vape Lounge on Facebook for a night. How long have you been Instagramming for, Jessica?
I've been on there about 3 months.
Nice.
So
Sweet.
how long have you actually been vaping then?
2 months.
Oh, nice.
Wow. So you're still relatively new to it all.
Yeah.
Well, I vaped years ago and then went back to smoking, but now vaping it's a whole different world.
A lot more options now, isn't there? So
hmm
yeah, it's a lot easier now to sort of make that transition, I think.
Yeah.
and for saying you're going to be going 3 months, 3,163 followers.
No, that's
Absolutely
amazing.
fantastic.
Absolutely amazing.
I don't know how, but I'm happy about it.
Good. You should be.
I've met some really cool people on Instagram, so that's what keeps me going.
I'm kind
I
of.
actually went to vaping 2 months ago because I had a cancer scare.
Oh no. No way.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm 2 months smoke free, and I'm not looking back.
Good.
Keep it up.
Keep going.
Thanks.
You can do it.
That's the thing you'll find with all of us, doing these live shows and stuff like that. We have a lot of us have been a great support to each other, because I don't know if you caught the show last week or not, but there's a lot of us, that would have mental health issues especially, and that's the thing about us all. There is like a big family.
Yeah.
So
Oh, we tried. We have created our own family,
yeah.
and that's one of the reasons. Oh, Neil can actually say that this week he's following Jessica. So Specky Vapor 27 follows you on Instagram already. So
Hey, Spunky. I know
Specky.
Spunky.
Specky.
It's Becky Savers 27.
Spunky, that's a new one.
That's a new one for him.
Yeah, I was like,
There you go, Ian, you've been rechristened, mate, rebrand.
Spunky Stalker.
Funky.
Do we hear a vape dog? We hear a vape dog.
Yep, I hear a vape dog.
She's like, shush already.
You should have brought vape dog on with you. We all
Yeah, we
like.
do that a lot. We introduce each other's pets.
Yeah. But it's one of the reasons why I started doing this whole thing, getting people from Instagram, because it's two separate worlds out there. There's the Instagram world and the YouTube world, and it's very rarely they ever seem to cross over.
Right. Yeah.
So, because I dabble in Instagram, should I say? I'm not very good at it. I sort of dabble in it and everything else. I leave most of the Instagram and thing to Michelle, and you met Michelle tonight, but we didn't do the formal introductions. It may say Vape and Brew on the VC screen, but that's actually Vapor Bunny that's sitting in
Hi.
that chair. It's just her partner is Vape and Brew, who's the
Yeah,
hand at
that's
the side.
the voice from beyond.
So she's up. She's up at his house.
Hi, Casey. How are you, dude?
Hey, Casey.
We're all in the family. I'm the cousin. Everyone wants to mute half the time. Yeah, Sainty or Graham Gould.
Cindy, we can't mute you because you don't bloody speak.
Graham Gould,
Mute
who's
it
in
yourself.
chat, is our friendly. He's normally a moderator. And he's a friendly troll as well. He likes to wind people up.
Mm-hmm.
So
Especially Specky. They're like got a wee bromance going on at the moment. That's cute.
Yeah, there's such a bromance going on between those two, really.
oh, don't I create a job?
Yes, let's create a job. I can be the boss. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out. I can't remember how to put
What,
Sainty
the
on
link
as
in
an
the
admin.
chat?
To make admins, do you think you have to do it through the live stream maybe? I don't honestly know.
Sorry.
I don't know.
Where'd my phone go? Because I've lost all my.
Don't even know.
Train wreck incoming.
It's so strange being on Facebook.
I know. I'm all completely.
Weird
I'm
word.
all over the show because normally
We're
I'm.
so used to YouTube, aren't we?
Yeah. So where is? It's just to get my list of questions. That's all.
You, not the Twitch.
I know.
So that's good. So 2 months, that's really good.
And what was your first? Shall we call it your first vape or your second vape? What is the mod that has got you off smoking?
The Drag Mini.
And what's on top?
Huh?
What's the tank?
What's the tank?
This tank is the one I went on Instagram. It's a Smock TF tank.
Oh, nice.
One of the millions of the TF range. Is it TF 1,000,006 or?
Yeah, have you seen they've released a TF-V16?
What? I got another one.
I don't know, but I enjoy it.
And do you use stock coils in that?
Huh?
Are they factory made coils?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Do you do any rebuilding at all?
No.
No.
I'm not there
Not
yet.
yet.
Not there yet. It took. do you
Yeah,
know what?
not yet.
It took me a while to get in rebuildables as well.
Trust me.
I did.
Do you see once you start rebuilding, you'll never look back?
When you do get there, you'll need one of those.
Yeah, it's fun as
Mhm.
well. Really fun.
Oh, have
Yeah.
you seen the new colour?
The coily tool.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, that
In the new
midnight.
colour, I'm more used to.
I wanted to order one, but I can't until payday, so and they'll be all gone by then. But who cares?
And I'm on a ban, so I can't order.
Well, you know Ian well enough, Roy, to
Simon,
ask
you
him to
mean?
set one aside for you.
Simon,
Or
you
Simon, even. Yeah, you know him well enough. Get him to set one aside for you.
I do enjoy just being able to pop out a coil and popping one in.
Yeah, it's easier, and it's nice when you first start. It's so much easier just to know that you've got that safety that you can just take a new one and put it in, no bother, no muss, no fuss. It's
Yeah.
dead easy.
I feel like you have to have a lot of time to rebuild, and that's something that I don't have at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, if you
It's
get
good
the
fun.
coils pre-made, it doesn't actually take a huge amount of time to actually do it.
Yeah. If you
A
buy,
couple of minutes.
if you're buying things like this, which is coils already made up for you,
Oh, okay.
then it's just a matter of snipping them off and sticking a bit of cotton through it. And the thing about it is, then if you want to change flavours, you're wasting a wee bit of cotton, which is like pennies. Or
Cents.
is there something less than a cent though?
I don't know.
Oh, you have pennies, don't you? You know what
Yeah,
pennies
but
are?
that's like 1 cent.
Oh, 1 cent.
That's what they call a penny.
1 cent, yeah.
Yeah, so it cost you less than a cent probably for a bit of cotton. And when you're rebuilding, you probably get where you spend how much is a coil over there? About $5, $6 for one coil.
One coil, I pay like
$4. So
Yeah.
you pay $4. Oh, it's a bit manky, but you pay $4 for something like that. Whereas that in reality is probably cost about 79 cents, 80 cents.
Oh wow.
and you get the same length of time out of it.
It's more
And the
something.
thing is, with rebuildables, you don't actually have to take the coils out all the time. What you can do is heat them up till they're red hot
Clean them.
and clean them off, and then just put fresh cotton through it.
Yeah. Like you can
So
get.
does
coil-
everyone in here rebuild?
Yeah.
Well, I've been vaping for 4.5 years. Darren's close to 5 years.
5 years. next
Roy,
month.
you've been vaping what? 3? Yeah,
I know
3
you-
years. Michelle's been vaping for 2 years. So we're old hands at this. We've been doing this a long time. So yeah, we are at the rebuilding stage. But I'm going through a pod kick right now, and I'm loving all these little pod systems that are out at the minute. So
Oh no, yeah, I love the pods. You know, it's because there's, especially for when you're out in the town and that, or me.
they're so
Anyway,
convenient, aren't they?
Like, see, when I go shopping, like, I don't like to blow huge clouds because I know it can annoy people. So having the pods, like, even at when we go and watch the bands and stuff, like, you know, because I don't want to be blowing huge clouds in front of the bands and stuff when they're going past. So I just like, you know, have my little pods mainly. So,
hmm
but there's
Yeah, they're handy for that. You can just throw them into your pocket.
Yeah.
I have a pod system, and I don't like it.
No.
What one have you got?
The JCO1 and VOS.
Oh, the OVNS.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have the OVNS cookie at home. That's a lovely little pod, but it's very, very difficult to get the replacement pods for it.
The JCO1 ones or the dual type.
Yeah, the JCO1, as far as I'm aware, takes the dual compatible pods.
Yes.
Oh, I know what you're on about now.
Yeah, so at least it's easy enough. That's a good thing for that. But the other one, the cookie that I have, I've been trying to get replacement pods for it for the last couple of months, and I can't find anywhere that has them in stock.
Oh, wow. Not even like Amazon or eBay or that.
Nope.
No.
I even went onto OVNS's website, and they don't have the replacement pods in stock.
Oh, that's a bit of a pain.
No, they don't. And it don't hold that much liquid either. That's what I don't like.
Yeah.
I know we're doomed at the
Well,
moment to like 2 mil
I have
tanks.
the Aspire AVP. That's my go-to pod. I had a me pod. I still have my me pod, but this replaced the me pod. It's that good. Absolutely love this little thing. Or the Smoke Nord is another good wee pod, but the mouthpiece is very wide on it, which takes a bit of getting used to. But other than that, it's good. Battery life the battery life's fantastic on it.
It looks like it's got a big battery. For a
It's a 1100 milliamp.
Oh, well, that's really good.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
That's really
for a
good.
pod system, that is really good.
Yeah.
You see,
Because I charged this up on Thursday night, and I didn't have to charge it again until last night. So I got like 2 full days out of the pod, or out of the battery, should I say?
in the UK, Jessica, we're swamped by 2 mil tanks. That's all we're allowed up to is a 2 mil tank. But then some of the companies get round it by releasing bubble glasses. So having whether you've got a 2 mil pod system or a 2 mil tank. No, it's not 2 mil, but a 2 mil tank. It doesn't make much of a difference because these won't go through as much juice probably as something like that would. Yeah, that's only a 2 mil tank on there on the little Wasp Nano, and it's
They only allow 2 mils over there?
yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you can buy bubble
Wow.
glass. You have to buy the bubble glass separate if you want it to be like. But even then, I think it only goes up to 5 mil at most, so like 4.5 or 3.5 to 5 mil.
And what strength nicotine do you have in your bottle?
I use a 3.
This is what this is big bottles. This is what they come in.
I'm so glad you held up that one and not my blue one, especially if Vape and Scotsman's in.
0 milligram. We have to put nic shots into yours to put the nic in because we can only sell nicotine or nicotine up to
Nicotine
bottles.
containing liquids in 10 ml bottles.
10 mil bottles.
Yeah.
We're also limited to 20 milligrams in that bottle. So
wow.
if you're using that in the next shot, it takes it down to 3 milligrams,
Mhm.
basically.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Think yourself lucky in that sense, but I know that you don't get it easy over there with other rules and regulations and laws. How's Tennessee for vaping? Is it receptive of vaping, or is it trying to ban vaping?
They're not trying to ban
Oh, that's good.
at the moment.
At the moment.
Is it Nevada that just had a online sales ban?
Oh, no way.
That went into effect yesterday.
That's
They're trying to hit Utah now.
sales. So they can't order
Ridiculous.
online.
Hey, Frank.
Jessica, Frank Johnson has just come in. He's just seen your post, Jess.
Oh, hey Frank.
So I'm guessing that's one of your fans.
I wish I had my computer in here now. I can't see the chat.
Hi, Frank.
Can you not transfer to your computer?
My computer is dead.
Ah,
Oh, no.
I was at work.
Hey,
I
James.
wasn't able to charge it.
ah.
But I don't know how much your all's e-liquids and stuff over there are, but ours is pretty cheap. I picked up 120 mil for $8.
Oh my god, that's
What?
amazing.
So that's about
That is
what?
dirt cheap.
£6 for 120 mils.
That's about
Yeah.
That's about 5-6 quid, yeah.
Yeah, 5-6.
But mind you, if we were to try and buy that and then get it sent over here, it would probably cost us about £40 just to get it over here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the shipping costs are crazy. They
'Cause
really are.
We tend to use, well, hiya James, hiya Gail.
Hey, James.
Hey, Gail babes.
We tend to, there's a show that we watch over here, which is Higgy Cigs. They're based in Georgia, and they make juices as well and everything else, and they do good juices. But for them to ship it across to here, it's costs more to get it shipped than it would be for us to actually buy the juice off them.
Mhm.
And it's,
Yeah.
It's crazy expensive.
I was looking at a UK shop, and they were wanting to charge me $39 just for shipping.
Oh my goodness.
Ouch.
I can
That's actually
recommend.
expensive for UK.
Yeah, that is expensive for UK.
Yeah, I can recommend a shop called Titanic Vapor. Now they ship to America, and I don't think their shipping costs are that high at all. So I'll send you the link an Instagram or something like that to Titanic
And St.
Vapor.
Chris also.
And yeah, Empire Vape Co. as well. They're based in Liverpool.
He's based in Liverpool.
And
DHL.
they ship to the States as well, and their shipping costs are not that high.
So we will get you shops of the UK shops that that don't put the arm in for
Charge
shipping.
that much.
Yeah, they don't rip you off.
That's a bit
Because even
extreme, though.
signed, you're talking about from Royal Mail to £12 for a small package.
Yeah.
So what brought you to the world of Instagram?
What brought me? I was in a vape group on Facebook, and a person mentioned for me to make an Instagram that it was a bigger community over there. So I went to Instagram and I haven't looked back. Actually, I enjoy Instagram better than YouTube, making videos, because you get to interact immediately with people instead of putting up a video and waiting for comments.
Yeah, you can like DM and stuff. I like that on there.
But I find it different because on YouTube when we do a live, well, normally on YouTube we do a live like this. With Instagram, you're stuck to 2 people on screen at the same time. Only an hour. Whereas in YouTube, we can have up to 50 on screen at the one time,
Not
A lot of
and as long as we want.
Mhm.
But having that many on, the most we've probably had on Vape Lounge is 6-7 people on screen at the same time. But it does get sort of crazy mad with people talking over each other and everything else. This sort of numbers now is just about nice.
Yeah.
But you're also, just when we're talking about your Instagram, this is a reoccurring subject every week with people on from Instagram. Now, to me, there's 3 type of Instagrammers that go onto Instagram. You've got your vape model ones that, whenever the females, when they promote a product, they're like this. Oh, use that one.
Yeah, you need 2 of those, but yeah,
Like
basically,
that. showing their
Basically, it's
boobs. The products are
all
way
plate,
back here
no
somewhere,
product.
and it's all
Yeah.
about them. So it's just, and there's little as close as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got your female Instagrammers, we'll call them that. The likes of yourself, the likes of Charlie that we had on,
Marissa,
SJ. So that's whenever you look at their Instagrams, they're as they're got themselves on the picture, they're appropriately dressed, but the product's at the front. Or it's and you and Michelle, sorry, you're and the product's in the front, or it's a picture of the product, and that's those ones. It's harder for them, I think, to try and get somewhere because the third type of Instagrammers, which is your male Instagrammers, probably want to see less product and more booty. Put it that way. And I think they're the ones that's just going to, if you look at the sort of the ones with the high numbers, but even Marissa, who's 50 I think she's on to 54,000 now. 54,000 Instagram followers but she's not putting her body out there as much. What's your thoughts on that?
I think you're exactly correct. I was actually speaking about this yesterday. There's a girl, I'm not going to mention her name in here, but her whole Instagram feed is, in a bra or something and holding up a thing, and she has 24,000.
Queen of Vapes?
Who?
Queen of Vapes?
I think it's Jennifer. I'll have to go look at it. But that's insane. I don't think that she has that for the vape content.
Yeah,
It's not Queen of Vape. She's good.
I think I know who you're going on about.
Like, where's the vape product in there?
there isn't one.
Is there one?
Oh,
It's
what?
hiding.
Yeah, but where?
New bikini.
There's actually not. Okay, that's terrible. That's the thing though. Sex sells, doesn't it? It shouldn't, but it does.
Oh, hang on. I found a vape picture.
Woo!
And how
Yeah,
many
but
likes
again,
does that
but
have?
again, there's no product in that.
No,
Right.
it's just
25,000 followers.
Mm.
And I'm not one of them. But, whereas you get
I'll
someone
be
like...
back. I'll be back in just a second in a night your break.
Okay.
okay.
Whereas you get someone like Charlie Vapes. Okay. And she does pictures like that.
Whereas like the products in full view.
So, yeah, she's got a t-shirt on, but the t-shirt's also promoting the juice. And the juice and the mods on there as well. And that's what I liked it. And it's also what I liked about yours whenever... Because I'd followed you a while back, I think. And then I'd seen a couple of your lives come up and everything else. And one of the reasons that I got you on was because of the way how you conducted yourself on the live show. I thought you were coming across nice and clear. You were talking sense. And say your pictures and everything else were good and vape related. This show can go downhill, but believe it or not, and it just does at times.
Behaving this
Sainty, hi Emily. Sainty said he's going to go and join Instagram now. Sainty, if you want all the links, I'll send you them.
Yeah, come join us. It's so much fun on Instagram. I'm enjoying myself.
Sorry, I've just seen a message from Frank here on chat. So Frank went live with Jess on Instagram for about 5 minutes the other day and mentioned Casa Tour advocacy is definitely for industry.
Yeah, do you know what? They should do more promotion like that over here as well. Like, they're big on their advocacy over there. I think it needs to be more advocated over here. But
what I would say on advocacy, Frank, is the online community, whether that's Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, only accounts for 5% of vape.
really?
5% of vapors. So
Really?
Yeah. That's all you're ever going to reach out to is 5% of vapors through those means. Why do you think there's so many bricks and mortar stores? because
I don't know.
Because people go to bricks and mortar stores, they don't know about the world of Instagram, YouTube, everything else. A lot of older vapors will know nothing about the online community whatsoever. And if everybody was online, then people would be buying things online all the time, because it is that little bit cheaper at times to buy things online as opposed to thing. So we can sit on shows. Hi, Caroline.
Hey,
Caroline Marshall. Is that another one of yours? I don't recognise the name.
Hey, Caroline.
But that's why I don't think, we can harp on about advocacy online to we're blue in the face, but we're only ever going to reach that 5%.
The choir.
Sorry, Bray?
We're basically preaching to the choir right now.
Because everybody we're talking to on here is vapors, so we don't try and try and convert vapors.
Yeah.
It's either new people, new vapors, or smokers that we want to reach out to. So it needs to be in shops. It needs to be, somebody needs to be able to fund stalls in in malls. So if you had a mall and not trying to sell anything, not anything else, but just a stand in a mall that was just doing vaping advocacy, dispelling all the rumours, dispelling the myths. Somebody walks past and goes, what about wet lung? What about popcorn lung?
Oh, for the...
So these are the sort of things, us talking about that, Bonnie's reaction says it all. 99% of the ones that's watching things online are going to go, what are you talking crap for? Whereas if you walk into a mall where, I'm saying mall because it's the Americans.
Yeah, we know.
Would they take notice? What do you think, Jess?
Well, popcorn lung is a huge thing here. So,
And it doesn't exist.
no.
It's fake. It's a fake news story to try and stop people from taking up vaping, because Big Pharma's having a shit fit over the fact that people are stopping smoking, which means they're losing out on the revenue from medications for cancer treatments.
Agree.
And they were all sleeping in whenever Big Tobacco was buying into vaping.
Do you think it would be different if they had an NHS over there? Because ours is...
No, it wouldn't be, because even though we have an NHS, we still rely on big pharmaceutical companies to provide medications that are greatly needed for various different things. So because
it'd be worse.
Traditional methods of quitting smoking, like your patches and your gums and stuff like that, it's Big Pharma that makes those.
I suppose, yeah.
Everybody thinks it's the tobacco companies that makes them. It's not. It's Big Pharma. Big Tobacco's not the enemy. They're not the threat that we have to worry about. It's Big Pharma that is.
And talking about NHS, which is our National Health Service, which people get in Northern Ireland, we've got free prescriptions.
We get free healthcare.
Yeah, and Scotland gets free, and there's free healthcare everywhere else. But take ibuprofen for it, or paracetamol, for instance. You can go out to the shop and buy 16 paracetamol for 20p.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that you get in prescription are sold to the NHS at £2.70 for 16.
Oh my god.
And they're exactly the same tablets. There's no difference in the quality, there's no difference in the ingredients, and the active ingredients as well in it. That's why big pharma in Northern Ireland is kicking off a stink, because they're thinking of bringing back in paid prescriptions, because they're going to lose so much money from that. They're going to lose so much money from people stopping smoking. And the biggest companies, I'll call them that, the biggest companies in the world at the moment are cancer charities.
They're the ones that bring in the most revenue every year, and they're supposed to be a charitable organisation.
For instance, Cancer UK.
Cancer Research UK.
Cancer Research UK. For every £1 you give them, 1.2 pence goes in research.
That's shocking, that.
Wow.
Yeah, the managing director of Cancer Research UK is on a salary every year of roughly £750,000
For 2 days' work.
Oh my
for 2 days work a year
A week. No, it's
or a
week.
week. Sorry. So basically, he works 124 days a year.
For 700 odd £1,000, which is
For-
over
for-
maybe about $1 million.
For close to $1 million a year, and he only works 2 days a week.
That's crazy. That he should be.
That's insane.
Mhm.
Now, what does £1 convert to $1 here? Do y'all know?
The conversion at the minute
Pound to the
is
dollar at the minute, I think, is about $1.20 roughly.
That's about one.
There's
£1.26.
£1.26.
£1 equals $1.26.
Like, and I think it's because the pound has dropped in
Yeah, it's
price
dipped a bit
the
lately.
past month or
Yeah.
so.
It was up to 132 at the beginning of May.
Yeah,
And it's dropped down now.
but it's going up and down at the minute because we've got the whole Brexit thing going on right now.
Shh! Don't mention the B word.
I don't want any soggy biscuits right now.
Excuse me?
Soggy Brexit. It's going on. I can't wait till it's bloody over. I tell you that.
Next
now.
question.
Tell me about it.
It's
Still
gonna be
flipping
far too
frustrating.
long now. Oh, Donald Trump's coming to visit though. Woohoo.
Yeah, we're getting your president
Yeah.
over here this week.
Over in the UK.
Oh, good luck.
Hold me back, the excitement is too much.
I take it you're not a Trumpette.
A trumpet. Well.
Um,
Do-do-do-do. No.
I feel like I can't say much because he is my president, but I'm not a fan.
It's alright,
am-
we hate our Prime Minister, don't
I
worry about
am
that.
an absolute Trump fan.
Booted out. It's funny.
Yeah, but you're weird.
You are a Trump fan?
Yeah. He's the first president in history to say things to get elected. He said when he was standing for election, he said he was going to do A, B, C, and D, and people elected him for wanting to do A, B, C, and D. And now that he's doing A, B, C, and D, people are kicking off and saying, "What are you doing that for?" He's the first one to actually stand and do something.
Yeah, that he said he was going to do.
Oh, because Mark shared. I've just noticed something on Facebook here. Because Mark has actually shared the stream. It actually
Yeah,
comes
he's
up.
listed as a sharer.
Yeah.
Only
Once in a popcorn factory were tons of dry particles in the air, and someone linked Diactyl to popcorn lung, which is basically COPD. Your lungs don't actually explode, and Diactyl isn't even in most e-liquids today. Yeah, Diactyl.
It's pronounced diacetyl.
Oh, Diactyl. What?
him and pronunciations are just honestly.
I know, right?
I'm dyslexic.
He thinks I'm funny with pronunciations.
Next would be called pterodactyl.
What's your batteries called?
Pterodactyl.
Glossy.
Glitzy.
Glossy.
Galoshy.
Galoshes.
So, I know popcorn lung isn't a thing, but I also don't think vapor's tongue is a thing either.
Oh
Vapor's
no,
tongue is-
vapor's tongue is very much a thing. Vapor's tongue is when you cannot taste what you're vaping.
A bit like when you've got a cold or like
Yeah.
locked up.
Vapor's tongue is it's very much a thing, but there's so many ways that you can fix it.
And that is one of them.
I don't
Yeah.
get it. I don't get it so much nowadays because I'm constantly changing my flavors. So, but I used to get it like when I was a new vapor and only stuck to the one flavor. I'd be like, I can't taste this anymore.
Yeah.
But
I saw a review on that candy, and I've heard it doesn't work.
It works.
it's so good.
Whoever said it doesn't work obviously has zero taste buds.
When I first bought that, right, I didn't know that each color.
Oh,
had
the
a
stuff
different...
blows your head off. It's
I don't know.
mental.
I didn't even know that each color had different strength. And what did I go? I went straight for the red one because I was like, ooh, it looks like.
Oh my
It
gosh.
looks like it'd be nice. And do you know what? I thought it was amazing. Like, I didn't even think it was that bad. I mean,
You went straight for the strongest one.
I didn't even know there was different strengths. Though.
And if
But I just went for the one that looked pretty. So I was like, I'll have that one. But do you know what? See the flavour from everything, even food and everything, like, it just awakens your whole senses. It really does.
basically all it does is it sends chemicals across your tongue to awaken all your
Cleanses your
taste buds.
palate. Yeah.
And they vibrate as
And
well.
if you don't like boiled sweets,
Oh, Oh, you got the juices.
And do you know what? He had one in, and I had a wee try of it, and I was like, oh, it's quite nice. And then when I went back to my own stuff, I was like, oh, I can taste that so much better now. So the juice does work as well in that sort of sense.
Yeah.
Like I have
There's a Sainty there. He's saying drink a lot of coffee. That's what I normally use is the coffee. Coffee works a treat.
Buzz Cola.
Buzz Cola. Oh.
Yeah,
Is that an e-liquid that cures Vapor's tongue?
Mm-hmm.
It's made by the same.
It's made by the same company that do the candies.
Yeah, Vornagain makes the head candy. This is their liquid, and they've actually put some of the chemicals that give the reaction in these. It's not as potent as taking one of the sweets, because what they've done is they launched over a year ago at Expo, in the UK Vapor Expo a year ago, and they'd spent 2 years previously trying to make something to help. It wasn't actually even to do with vaping. It was actually just to do with chefs not being able to taste flavors. So they'd come up with something to try and help chefs, and that's when they come up with the sweet. Throughout the last year, from the feedback they've received back, is that the sweets were too big. It was taking too long to for it to go away, and so they're making the sweets half the size. Instead of going for the three strengths, they're just going for one strength.
The red one.
It is. One strength, so that you get the complete buzz. I'll never forget Bunny's face the first time I gave her one of the sweets. She's just sitting there going, she put the sweet in and just going, this isn't bad. This is alright. I can handle this. And then all of a sudden her face just went, what's happening to my mouth?
Because it does.
It was the weirdest feeling ever. It was like somebody had just put, you're bound to have done it. You're bound to have licked a 9-volt battery.
No.
When you were a child. Yeah, it's like getting an electric shock. It's like electroshock therapy on your tongue. It's mental.
I'm guilty of that.
Pardon?
Yes, I'm guilty of that.
What, like in a 9-volt battery?
Yes.
Yeah, we've all done it.
I've never done it in my life.
You've never liked a 9-volt
battery.
Walk away now. Away.
You haven't lived until you've licked a 9-volt battery.
I'm so not going to do that right now. Just putting that out there for you guys.
Yeah, take note, kids. Don't try this at home.
Disclaimer alert.
The old ones with the long tabs, because they have a real jolt into it.
Yeah.
I lost 1,000 brain cells that day.
I lost 1,000 brain cells the day I met him.
If I lost one brain cell, my other one would be lonely.
Where is it? I mean... Oh dear.
So how have you built your following? What things have you done to build your following up so quickly?
Well, post, tagging correctly, actually watching YouTube videos on how to get seen.
I should have done that really. I've just been sort of learning as I go.
I think I've been on Instagram for about 3 years, and I very rarely use it. I just have no clue. Complete technophobe.
I didn't know about the tagging, like, I don't know, I never really used to use
all the hashtags and stuff
no,
like that.
Not the hashtags,
no, different to hashtags. Actually tagging people in the post.
Yeah, because when you tag people on the post, you actually come up in their tag feed as well, so people that are visiting their pages have a look in their tagged, and then they can find you through that as well. It's really it's really good, the logic behind it, but it's pretty...
One thing that's helped mine a lot is going live with random people. So you kind of get your Instagram out there, and if they like what they see, then they'll just come follow you.
See, I'm still at that point where I'm so nervous to go live on Instagram. Like, I'm still... Yeah, I don't know. I probably will at some point.
You see, that's... You going live is what... Well, brought me to invite you, to ask you to come onto the show.
That's how a lot of people are coming across, because I do, like, reviews and different product stuff, and then they're like, hey, I found your page through this nice stuff. I'm new, and I've had 3 companies reach out to me
Speaking
so far.
Hey Chris,
We were
howdy
speaking of
from
Empire
Germany.
Vape Company earlier. Chris that actually owns Empire Vape Company, shop in Liverpool's joined the chat.
Chris Bell.
So it's Chris
Okay.
Bell, you can't see it, but I will send you hit the link to his shop over, because Chris, you do shop, you do
He ships to the
ship
US,
to the
yeah.
US, don't you? And
Mhm.
Chris is rendering his Holo Vape vlog at the moment. So
Okay.
Oh, it's them.
Yeah, Chris has been in Stuttgart all weekend. The lucky bugger.
And it looks so good, doesn't it?
it does.
It's
It
amazing.
looks so
That
busy though.
that looks like a really, really good expo. I would love to go to it sometime.
And we have another fellow American in. We've got Ernest Coolness, which is actually, his name's Goober on
Hey
YouTube.
Cooper.
And he's in Salt Lake City.
Okay.
How
And the
many
dog's
doggies?
going mental.
How many doggies have you got? 2?
I have 5.
5?
Ooh.
What?
What are they?
I have a pit bull and 4 Chorkies.
Oh, I love pit bulls.
I work at an animal hospital, so I take everything home.
Oh, you bring home all the babies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh.
And then
I
I-
love pit bulls as well.
Pit bulls.
I have 2 cats. What
Now
else
you're
do I have?
talking.
I want cats.
I have a rabbit.
Oh, I love rabbits.
Go Abbott. Yay.
We've got a
I have a
bunny.
sugar glider.
What, sorry?
I have a sugar glider.
Oh, that's a little lizard type thing, isn't it?
No, it's not.
No,
There's
it looks like a little squirrel. And
Like
it
a little
flies.
squirrel with wings underneath it, and it sort of
Oh,
flies.
honey,
Oh, the flying. Oh,
they're
epic.
so cute.
They're so cute.
Oh my
Where is
I
he?
take him to work with me. I put him. He's there all day.
goodness.
Where is he now?
Huh?
Where is he now?
He's in my room. I put him up in the cage, but
I've seen like the
I've had
kids-
him a year, and I got him from work too.
You'll have to bring him before you go off. You'll have to bring him on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen
Crazy
such the
squirrel.
cutest videos on YouTube on sugar gliders. Oh my god, they're like adorable. They're so oh my god.
They're mean. They're very, very mean.
They're just like
Are they?
Vicious.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And I have to say, you know the way you're in America, you'll have to get yourself some of that.
Oh, for the love of God, Roy. Strawberry man,
That
join
is an
again.
American. It's an American juice,
I hate him so much right now.
and
So you like it?
I take it
Well-
whenever you go back, you're going to be getting the clippers out.
in
First
the
lap,
whole of
baby.
Expo
First
last
laps.
year,
Mm.
after
October,
all
it was
the juices
the
I
October
tried,
before.
about 300 odd juices that I tried, that was my number 1 juice. It's amazing. It is absolutely fantastic, and I just use it for drippers now because I've only got that much left, and I use it very sparingly, especially on a Sunday night.
Yeah, just to
They
wind
charge you a lot
me
for
up.
shipping.
No, he uses it just on a dripper. It's very. He's got minimal left of it, and he just uses it to wind me up.
And Mark, who's in chat's got a staffy.
Oh, I love staffies.
Oh, Goober's not here as a ghost. We can see the ghosters now that come in.
Yeah,
'Cause
especially if
it's-
they're friends with us, you can see who comes in.
They should do that on YouTube, really.
They
I like
should.
the name being.
Right. Next question.
Okay.
The world of I'm trying to figure out how to word it properly. The world of Instagram has its nemesis, which is the follow for follow, then unfollow. Have you experienced much of that?
I have used that tactic. It does not work.
So there we go.
Well, how do you handle people that do it to you?
If they unfollow me, it's no big deal. I don't mind it.
Because I use an app now which is called Follow Cop, so that's what I log on to every day, and it tells you who's unfollowed you.
I do the same.
And if they unfollow me, then I just unfollow them.
Yep.
And block them.
I do the same.
I think everybody does it.
I don't. If I follow somebody, I won't unfollow them unless they unfollow me. Because I will follow
Understand.
somebody. I will give support to anybody that I follow, especially if it comes up in my newsfeed. And I don't go through every single person that I follow, but if it comes up in my newsfeed, and I see it, I will like it. I will comment on
Leave
it.
a comment, yeah.
If I like it, but I only leave a comment if I really like the picture. I'll like the picture if I see it to give the support to that person. But if somebody sticks up something that I think they've just sort of went snap and then stuck an Instagram picture up without any thought behind the picture, then I don't comment.
Well, I have to admit, a lot of my pictures, there's not really thought behind them, but then photography is a bit of a hobby of mine, so I've got like a photographic brain. So, and absolutely anything in the world to me is a photographic subject.
You need to get back into it, Bunny, I think. You need to get in Instagram, now that you're working in the shop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, if you have noticed, I have been a bit more active on Instagram the last few weeks, but yeah,
you should do
it's getting there.
Get into it.
I try to put a lot of thought into mine and energy, but looking at the insights, I already know what works or what gets the most views on my Instagram page.
Pictures of you.
It's a video of me listening to music and blowing clouds. I don't know why that interests people, but I get like 800 to 900 views.
That's very much a thing. A lot of I see it on Facebook more than anywhere, but a lot of the vape groups that have been set up on Facebook, it's all about the hand check. It's all about the cloud check. Who can blow the fattest O? That's not what vaping's about. Get a grip, guys. You know, you're not 12. You know.
My cloud's bigger than your cloud.
Exactly. Exactly. It's basically a dick measuring contest. That's what it's coming across as, all these hand checks and, you know, yeah, by all means, when you get a new device, by all means, show it off. But to me, primarily, that's what Vape Group is. That's the wrong way to have a Facebook group. Because if you're having a vape group, it's supposed to be about, you know, giving people advice on what sort of equipment to use, especially for the new vapor, finding that group. You know, they don't want to be... There's a lot of bitchiness as well in some of the Facebook groups. If you don't throw up a cloud check or a hand check or something like that, they'll kick you out of the group. Why? That's just childish. That's like playground bully boy crap. Don't need that shit.
But if you go look at my Instagram, like, I don't have a lot of videos on there. Like, maybe 3. Most of mine are pictures where I try to take time or, but I am new at trying to do the whole Instagram thing, too. So I'm still learning with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all very much a learning curve, though, 'cause, like, I've been vaping for 4.5 years, and I'm still learning. I work in a vape shop, and I'm still learning as I go along.
I've pulled out some 6 licks now, blame on you.
So that was my bottle.
Well, it is.
I have a...
Sadie says talcum powder and a fart and I can make a bigger cloud than anyone.
Oh, God.
Sadie, I love you.
You'll definitely be able to smell it before you see it, that's for sure.
And Bunny, I don't know if you've noticed Gibber's going bunny, bunny, bunny.
Yeah, Gibber always goes bunny, bunny, bunny. He loves me, what can I say?
Just pop a look in
I was slightly disappointed.
Like you.
Jessica, I was slightly disappointed last night whenever we got you in the shop. I want to know, where's your wee dot on your nose and your pink ears?
Where's my what?
You have the wee black dot on your nose and your pink ears.
Snapchat filters, baby.
Oh, yeah, I left them on Snapchat.
So, speaking of Snapchat filters, Roy, have you done the male to female crossover yet?
Yeah, and I actually look, I would fancy myself.
He does look hot. I don't know. Have you done it, Bunny?
Yeah, and it's not for public view, and it's really tragic.
I kind of look like, I don't know, like, kind of handsome-ish.
You're going to download Snapchat now just to try it, aren't you?
What does it?
Do you know, Roy, you actually do look good as a woman.
Where's my phone? Oh,
Wow.
I need to try and find my one. Honestly, it's so weird.
And my mate Matthew that sits beside me in work.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Totally
He's a
sits
stone
there.
cold hottie.
Totally sits that one. Let's see if I can find mine. It's so bad.
And then that's the other girly one, but that's what.
See, that would look so much better without the face fungus.
Let's see if I can find it.
What about you, Jessica? Have you tried it?
I have tried it. I don't look that hot as a man.
No. I don't either. I look like the troll that would live under a bridge.
Like,
You know.
that's me.
Wow.
That's,
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. It's so weird.
But it's a big thing at the moment, isn't it? Everybody seems to be doing it.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I take the pictures. I don't post them.
No. I didn't post that one. I was like, no. I'm not that
I didn't
awesome.
post mine.
No. They're not for public consumption.
Maybe I should do it because
I think you should.
you know the way we've all tried it with our faces. Does it work with the rest of your body? Does it change?
Oh my god.
Are you looking for? Are you looking for boobage?
Oh, because if I had boobies, then my Instagram, like I've had Instagram a lot longer than Michelle, and since
Yeah.
Michelle's sort of come over to Northern Ireland, and I've been pushing her for the last month on Instagram, she's went from about 100 followers up to nearly
Over
1,400.
Yeah.
So she's going overnight, but that's speaking to the likes of yourself, Jessica, or Charlie, and Jay,
And Specky.
and Specky.
SJ and everyone.
You know, it's given. So that's. I am finding that the Instagram community is really, really helpful.
Yeah. They're helpful, friendly. Like, I've not kind of came across any bad eggs yet.
Yeah, I mean, I've completely left all my groups on Facebook and went straight to Instagram because I get more support or help over there.
Yeah. It's really good. And it's easy to reach out if you do need to, like, help with something. Like, you can just message them and they'll get back to you at some point in that day or whenever. And, you know, so you know that help's always available if you need it there. Which is good.
People reach out to me for help, and I tell them, like, I'm not the one because I'm new.
But the thing about it is, whether you're new or whether you're established, now the difference between you being new and having 3,000 odd followers and somebody who's maybe established and having 3,000 odd, you know, somebody been there for 2 years with 3,000 followers, you would seem to know a lot more of the tips and tricks than somebody that's been there for 3 years. Because if somebody who's been there for 3 years with the same number of followers as you, obviously doesn't know the tips and tricks to get them forward.
Right. I'm very big into the social media aspect, so.
It seems like it, because you're doing remarkably well for for the followers that you have, and
Well,
you have a very good presence on there.
thank you very much.
And I would like to say the way that you actually put it onto your story and everything else, becoming on the show tonight, was very much appreciated.
You're welcome.
And you're one of the few that it didn't have to be asked to do it, that just did it. Which I was like, whoa.
That's really cool.
It was really,
Yeah.
really cool.
So more lives. Were you nervous the first time you went live on Instagram? Like, how did you go about it? Did you go live by yourself or did you go live with somebody?
I think I'm live by myself, and yes, I was very nervous. I'm still very nervous about it because people are very quick to make their own opinion about you.
Yeah. Speaking as somebody that's been live casting for almost 3.5 years, I've never done a solo cast because I just it's like I lose the ability to adult. I need someone to bounce off. I need to have someone else to talk to. I couldn't do it on my own. Like I say, 3 years I've been doing this and I still get nervous before every cast.
See, I'm not
The
very...
very first time I did a live show, there was 3 other girls with me, and I was terrified. 10 minutes before I went live on air, I had my head down the toilet being sick. I was that nervous. Major stage fright. I'm used to being behind a camera, not in front of it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I was very, very nervous about coming on tonight. But I'm very, very glad I got the invite.
I'm not that scary. Roy, on the other hand, would, frighten small children on a regular basis.
See, my biggest fear is that I'm not a very good conversation holder. So, I suppose if I don't make a plan of what to talk about, I probably wouldn't know what to talk about, and it would just be like dead. Dead silence.
Yeah.
You see, you said to me that you were nervous, and you said to me you were a shy person.
I am shy.
You've come across very well tonight.
Thank you. I think a lot that helps is making YouTube videos, even though you're kind of talking to yourself, but you have that practice, you get used to the camera. It's different when you're live talking to somebody. That's what makes me nervous.
Yeah. See, I do YouTube videos, but I know myself, I'm a bit more animated and a bit more fun when it comes to doing live shows like this. Whereas
because you've got that someone to bounce off.
Yeah. Whereas, not even sitting by myself, even if I was just doing a live show by myself, I think I'd be a bit more animated, a bit more...
But that's the thing, because you've got the chatters watching you can bounce off them.
Yeah. But so when I go to do a review, I become really matter of the fact, and this is the product, this is what it does, this is what I like about it, this is what I don't like about it. I seem to be very...
Textbook.
Yeah. Textbook, factual, as opposed to trying to bring across my personality, because I am a little bit screwy and a bit mad.
You need to bring your personality out more.
So.
I agree.
More takeovers.
I'll leave now.
More takeovers. No, you're good.
Yeah, one of my reviews.
Hostile takeovers work.
Yeah, put it this way. One of my reviews that got the most views, and still is getting probably the most views. I've sat like this for quite a bit of it.
It was really funny, and I was like, "Hey."
Yeah, Michelle did a hostile takeover and put a bag over his head. It was epic.
Yeah, I tried to tie him
Problem
up
is,
and
you've got
everything.
to tape it around it, so you can't get it off.
I know.
He's so big, it was hard.
I think next time we're planning on tying him to a chair and, duct tape and, or maybe chloroform or something.
Chloroform first.
Yeah, chloroform's a good idea, I think.
I'll have to go.
Roy's still there, he heard that. Oops.
I know.
Sorry, what were you going to say, Jessica?
I said I'll have to go look at that video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was...
Now you have to remember, I'm 6'3", so 1 meter
Stand up.
1m93, and Michelle's
Stand
only
up.
about 137.
No, Bunny,
4'6".
we're not standing up. Oh.
No, Jess
This
has to see this.
This is
yeah.
me
Everyone
standing
else
up.
is...
Okay.
Okay, watch this.
I didn't even come that far off my chair.
Yeah, little and large.
So
It's so bad.
yeah, if I sit down, I'm the same height.
Yeah, he's little and she's large.
See, we're all the same height sitting down. It's great. But
If you're
so,
talking chest sizes, then yeah.
so the hostel takeover was a bit of a train wreck because I could not
Village, good night, sir.
It was like, get in that corner.
Night, night, John.
No, not happening. It was funny though. Good
It
laugh.
was good.
Yeah.
Stop.
She's got a crown kit. Now, I do not like the colour green whatsoever. And Michelle has a green crown kit that I have to review. So
It's pretty.
I hate the colour of it.
But it's like a nice like emerald green.
I detest the colour of it.
He loves it.
So we're going to have to do something.
Michelle Cindy says you're pocket friendly.
I am pocket friendly. It's awesome.
Hiya, Charlotte.
Hey Charlotte.
So how long have y'all been reviewing products?
I don't review. I just do live shows.
I've been reviewing, what, a year and a half?
Yeah.
well, about 2 years in September when I started doing reviewing, I started off as a written reviewer. Had my own blog and put up written reviews on there. Now I keep the written review side of things for Subbo magazine, which I'm sponsored by. I do written reviews that are published in it. But I also do shop reviews. So if I go into a new vape shop, I'll write up my experience of that vape shop and how I found it, especially if I go in and say I'm a new vapor, and what their recommendations are for me starting to vape. And hopefully it won't be like trying to sell me one of these, which a vape shop
like
did.
One shop tried to do once.
And then through it used to be a network in the UK called VUKN, which is Vape UK Network, and I did a show on there, and through Amanda got me into it, and they then sort of went, well, why don't you do video reviews? So I started doing video reviews in probably the February last year.
Yeah, it would have been at the January, beginning of February last year.
I'm still small, very small time, very small fry, and if you ask any of the ones in chat, the likes of Graham, which is Sainty, they'll tell you that I don't do reviews.
You're like, he's not a reviewer. Yes.
So you enjoy doing the videos better?
Yeah and no. Because with a written review, you can sit down and you think about it, use the product over the time, so then you jot down your comments, or if you're sitting in front of the computer, you type up a little bit of it, so that you've got, as soon as that thought's in your head, it's there. I keep meaning to do that for my video reviews, then have the stuff on screen, but I tend to I don't know why I don't do that. I should. But no, video reviews is fun. You can have a bit of fun with them if you get yourself in the right frame of mind. What about yourself?
I like doing my videos. I have learned I can't do them after work because my brain doesn't think. So I have to, but yeah, I mean, I enjoy them. I do them more on Instagram. I'm thinking about like not doing YouTube. I don't know. And doing everything on Instagram. That's what I'm trying to go back and forth about right now.
You just got to do what you think would feel.
Yeah.
What makes you happy, really.
Yeah. Biscuit, don't even talk. The TT's been a bit of a disaster so far, so fingers crossed everything goes well the rest of the week. Say no more.
Roy also needs to do lives on his channel to try and build it up.
Yes, on your own channel.
Yeah. Well, I know we've had this conversation.
It's getting the time though, isn't it?
It's not even just the time. It's more. I've got this outlet, the Vape Lounge NI, which is to help everybody, and I think I have got a bit of support from this and everything else, but I just want my channel just for reviews, and maybe the odd bit of live from if I ever get past the 1,000 mark. Lives from expos and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is looking like people want me to, because there's Graham has said it and Ian's backed him up. But then Ian, in his previous statement, said he wants me to put up a green screen, and Saint wants it in front of me so we don't see me.
Oh, no, Joe, I would love him to have a green screen just so he can take me on holiday, just like, yeah, let's go to the beach. Yeah. Let's sip cocktails at the bar, yeah.
Now, do you have another YouTube channel?
I've got, my Roy's Reviews channel.
Okay. I'll have to go at it.
Yeah, I've got Roy's Reviews as my channel for putting my reviews onto. Then Vape Lounge NI is just, it's a community channel more than anything else. It's somewhere we've helped quite a lot of new YouTubers, should we say, that haven't, maybe they've done a couple of reviews or whatever, but never done a live show before. and they've come on to Vape Lounge NI. You know, we've helped Megan, who was in earlier, has been on here. Puddin Puffle.
Simon from Coily.
Simon from Coily. WGD.
Mm-hmm.
Dwayne. So
Yeah, we've had Goober on with us and Big Guns.
So we've had quite a few, and then other ones who have never maybe even done reviews before, or very new to YouTube or whatever, and then bringing them on. Because I know like the likes of Charlie and Jay basically set up YouTube accounts, and so did Ian Specky. Specky
Vapor 27.
He set up a YouTube account just to come up, to be able to watch the chat and watch the shows and everything else. So
then we've also went the other way, and we have brought in some already established reviewers as well, like Vaping with Vic that was in chat earlier, and Chris Bell from Empire Vape Company. We've had them on with us as well. So we've had both sides of it. We've had the already established people join us, and we've had the newbies as well. So
it's like a cater to all type channel.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's basically just open house in here sometimes, isn't it?
I mean, I used to just be a viewer, and then they got me on. This was before, like, we met.
And
then we kidnapped you. We stole you away from Scotland and brought you over here.
I know.
There's Mark saying we've helped him with his confidence too.
It's more Scottish over here, honestly. It really is.
That's pretty awesome. Stop! I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Why?
What for?
Do you hear them at the door?
Oh, sorry.
Let them in. Let them in.
Yeah, let them in. Let them in. If they want in, let them in.
Freedom!
Come on.
Babies! Yay!
Oh, puppies!
Where are we? Come on, introduce us.
Okay, hold on. Come here. Come here. Oh, they're trying to fight.
Oh!
Rick.
Hello,
that's-
puppy!
This
Oh,
is
cute.
Quinn.
Oh.
And then, hold on. Here, Harley, come here.
Charlie.
Here. Yep.
And this is Harley.
Harley!
Oh.
Oh.
Talking about Harley. You're
Oh,
lucky
what
I'm not
cutie.
Harley Quinn tonight.
What? No, because the last time you did that, I ended up in hospital for a week.
That was so good. Harley Quinn. That's my outfit. He stole it.
I took them in when they were 2 days old from work.
Oh.
So you had to hand feed them?
Hmm
God, I bet that was hard work.
I didn't plan on keeping them, but we got attached.
Yeah. You do. It's very easy to get attached to them.
Quick.
My house used to be like a zoo. I had at one point I had 2 dogs, 3 cats, 2 mice, and 2 budgies, 2 guinea pigs, and goldfish.
Sounds like my house.
My house used to be like a zoo, but now I've only got the 1 cat. Well, I have 2 other adult cats, but they're outside all the time.
Harley Quinn.
Oh, good God.
I'm a Harley Quinn fan. Is that you?
That's me.
Yes, that is him. I'll tell you another one. At the UK Vapor Expo last month,
That was so funny.
he walked around wearing that costume.
He did, and the vendors loved it as well.
Yeah.
That was my Halloween costume from last year.
Uh-huh.
And then you have to act like you don't know him.
And he wears it so much better. It's so funny.
Yeah, that was him at Expo.
That's with Galisi.
Oh, it was so funny.
I was walking around taking a video at that point, and because I spoke to her quite a few times and everything else, she goes, "I have to get picture. I have to get picture."
It was so
Yeah. We did a show a few weeks back, and he disappeared off screen for a while and came back on screen dressed as that.
Oh my God, it was so
And later on that evening, I ended up in hospital.
And I've seen it when I didn't even know it, like, this was like earlier on in the day, and I came upstairs and I was like, whoa.
Mhm.
And I just, oh my God, it was so funny.
Yeah.
It was so
But
funny.
you have to have a laugh.
Yeah,
Of course.
I'm getting him the other Harley Quinn outfit. Harley Quinn, sorry.
the Suicide Squad one with the hot pants.
I think he would totally rock them.
Oh my god.
Watch this space.
Next, you get the sequence ones, rainbow sequence ones.
What's it say in your cup? Yes.
What is this?
Get me a pair of those that we saw in Fresh Garbage today.
Wake up and smell the coffee.
Oh yeah.
You're amongst coffee. You're amongst
I want
coffee
that
holics.
cup. I'm not allowed to buy any more cups.
That means you can't go to the range.
I have too many cups apparently.
Do you want any? Do you want some cups?
No. I don't want some cups.
Do you know? I thought my mum and dad had a lot of cups because they had one cupboard full of cups. We've got 3 cupboards with cups in them.
And one of them's like solely mine, and that's a big huge cupboard. There's like
3 cupboards worth of cups.
and the cups are stacked.
Oh, good god. I thought I was bad.
I'm not allowed to buy any more.
I have like one shelf in my cupboard under the sink is just full of mugs, and I thought I had a collection of mugs, but if you've got 3 cupboards full, I'm not surprised they won't let you buy any more.
Not all 3 cupboards are my cups.
Oh, I didn't say what juice I was vaping tonight, apart from strawberry mandarin. I'm on that tonight.
Oh, Charlie's.
We stacked.
Is that the apple and cinnamon?
No, it's the
Strawberry, isn't it?
Fruit Loops.
Mustache milk. It's like strawberry and cream, isn't it?
strawberries and cream with a wee bit of cinnamon put into it.
Hmm.
It's not the custard one, is it?
No,
What is that?
that's
That-
dream. No, it's the strawberry custard. Yeah.
Can you all get the sample box over there in the UK?
I think they do ship to the UK, you know.
They do ship to the UK, but it's crazy expensive. We have one that's the same idea. It's a vape mail that we have over here. It's the same idea as sample box. You get a few different bottles every month. It's like a subscription service.
I used to do vape mail, but do you know what? They used to keep sending me like loads of bakery flavours, and I was like,
Hang on.
so I had to stop. He would love
Mark,
Yeah, you're not really a bakery van, are you?
it. There's some I like I liked the lemon cake. That was nice. The Rochford Project one. Oh, so good.
Biscuit Vapes, who's a YouTuber, so another YouTuber to follow, Biscuit Vapes, had 27 parrots in a 2-bedroom 7th floor flat.
Yeah, I saw that.
And hiya, Sam.
That must have been crazy loud, especially if they all swear. Could you imagine?
That'd be epic. Could you imagine it? 27 parrots with Tourette's.
Oh my god, my granny is.
Get the back.
Growing up as a kid, my granny, like, she was such a drunk, but her and my granny would fight a lot all the time, and they had a parrot called Squawk, and he would just swear to the high heavens. It was so funny. Like, as a kid, I found it ultimately hilarious.
Of course.
It was. Just tell me.
We used to have a American Grey Bird at work that learned to cuss, and it would cuss out the clients.
Love it.
Oops.
I love
That
when
one-
Americans
one day.
say curse.
Could you imagine Lewis?
Like, I swear.
Cue ball.
We say swear.
Could you imagine if he ever got a parrot?
Carmel!
That would be epic. But
Well,
that would just be brilliant. 27 parrots with Tourette.
If you're ever on YouTube, look up a guy called Cue Ball.
Cue ball.
Hey Sam.
He's from Northern Ireland, and some of his things are epic.
I loved it when he read out the 12 Days of Christmas.
Yeah.
That had me crying with laughter.
If you just look at some of his videos, are fantastic. Sam, you've missed loads, absolutely loads. Bunny changed shirts live on camera without a bra. Jessica.
Well, I say, you have to let the puppies loose.
Yeah. Jessica did a pole dance round the back of her chair.
Yep.
I stood up.
Michelle stood up.
Michelle stood up. She climbed back up onto the chair. So that's what you've missed.
Yeah, my big huge fireman ladder.
You haven't.
Yeah, you missed Darren doing the full Monty. That was epic.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness. He's so shit.
but the thing about it is, you don't get to see down here. There is a
Yeah,
step
right.
ladder, a ladder, and
Yeah.
7 yellow pages just so Michelle can get up onto the chair.
Yep, and Roy is wearing what we call caster's uniform.
He's actually naked.
Yeah, which means the only item of clothing he's wearing is his t-shirt.
Which was a bit disturbing whenever we stood up for the height difference between him and Michelle.
But you see, that's the magic of being in green screen technology.
We're scaring Jessica, let's stop.
What?
We're scaring you. Don't worry, it's fine. He's fully dressed.
Yeah, we're all a bit random in here. Don't worry about us.
Crazy.
No, you're fine.
This is us being slightly tame. Actually, we're normally a lot worse behaved than this.
Last week I was atrocious.
You were atrocious.
You were
last week.
desperate last week.
I don't know what was wrong with me last week.
A little thing is when I do videos, I wear like a kind of like a good-looking top, but I'm in house shoes and pajama bottoms.
I'm actually in my
Comfortable.
pajamas.
In her
tonight.
pajamas.
I'm in my PJs.
Yeah, I've actually live casted when I've just got out of the bath and I'm sitting with nothing on but a dressing gown. I've done that before.
I just had a shower before the show and I was like,
And she's also cast wearing a orange top that you could see full cleavage.
Which I now no longer own because I auctioned it for a charity before Christmas.
So it's went to a good cause.
Mhm.
The top.
Yeah, I did. I wasn't thinking one night and I just put a t-shirt on. I just grabbed the first thing that I got my hands on and threw it on and never thought anything of it. But for 2 years after that, everybody commented on how they got a lovely shot down my cleavage. Every time, because when I'm at my own computer at home, I have a
She's
habit
setting
of
the gap.
sort of sitting, leaning forward a little bit. And yeah, everybody got this fantastic aerial view of my cleavage. So yeah, that was a talking point for almost 2.5 years. And yeah, so it was a bit of a gimmick. I went to a Vapor Expo last year and I made a point of wearing the t-shirt, which a lot of people didn't think I would have the balls to do, but I did. And then
Two big muscles right here.
yeah, right in the chest. But then we were doing a lot of charity work just before Christmas. There were a lot of the shows on the network that we were a part of at that time. We're doing charity streams. We had auctions and stuff to raise money for mental health awareness. So yeah, the t-shirt got auctioned. So.
Where do you hope to see your Instagram channel in the next 1, 3, and 5 years?
Well, hopefully still doing vape content, but I mean, I'm not trying to make it big on there at all. If people want to view my stuff, that's
Hey, Jay Jarry.
I'm not looking to be like a paid reviewer over there, so I guess what I'm doing now, that's what I enjoy. And hopefully I've met quite a few friends all over the world, so hopefully that continues to grow.
Well, you're our first American Instagrammer that we've had on.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
That's exciting.
We've had Northern Ireland. We're from Northern Ireland, apart from Jill, she's now living in Northern Ireland. We've had England. We've had South Africa. And now America. You know, I have been selective so far about those that have messaged, and only so far I only have had 2 people come back to me and go no. So you know, I think being selective in who I message has helped in that respect.
Definitely.
One of them came back to me and said because they're bipolar, they didn't want to do it. I was like,
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
And the other one just didn't message me back.
Well, I've not put this on, out there, but I am bipolar.
Really?
Yeah.
Which is
bipolar for 10 plus years.
so when you were about 11, 12?
Yeah.
You're such a crawler.
Actually, well, they gave me an early diagnosis, but my mom didn't believe it. And I went later on for testing, and I do have bipolar.
Oh, wow.
You're handling it well. But most people, that's one of the things that we have found, a lot of the people online vape community Hi, Adrian Clouds Jones.
Hi, Adrian.
A lot of the people that we've found that's in the online community, whether it's in the chat or ones actually doing the hosting or casting or reviewing, all suffer from some sort of mental illness at some stage, whether it's bipolar, whether it's depression, anxiety. So there's a lot of sufferers out there of different things, and you get the odd very small percentage, probably less than 1% of complete assholes that will mock people for what they're going through, or play on what people have. It's one of the biggest things out there, and I know Chris, I don't know if he's still listening or not, and Mo here in the UK, Mobro, Vaping with Mobro, did a 24-hour live stream and raised nearly £10,000 for mental health charities and a cancer charity.
Wow.
And there's a guy in America, which is Vaping with Ken.
Yeah, he did a 24-hour as well.
He did a 24-hour live in America for the same sort of thing as well.
Yeah, I think he got, what was it, roughly about $36,000.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah.
But you Americans have got a bigger audience to hit.
Mhm.
They have a bigger what?
Audience.
Bigger audience.
Yeah.
People.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of people. Just there's still a stigma attached to having a mental health problem, and I think us in the vaping community, we're not scared to talk about that. Because there are so many of us that have had struggles with it, that we're not scared to talk about that, and I think that's one of the reasons why we've done so much, especially with like charity live streams and stuff like that, to raise awareness for it, because it's still a very much taboo subject, and in this day and age it shouldn't be. It's a part of everyday life. There are sufferers all over the world, and I think it's something that you shouldn't be embarrassed or ashamed to talk about, because if there's more people talking about it and getting the help and the support, even if it's just through getting a bit of advice from people on live streams like this, that advice can actually help to save someone's life. You could potentially talk someone out of suicide just by doing a show like this, because you've highlighted the issue, because you've sort of made it a bit more acceptable to talk about. And we're just a small part of the human race, really. All us vapors here, we're just a small part of the human race, and I think the rest of the world could learn a thing or two from the fact that we're not scared to discuss, some people may call it a controversial subject, but it's a part of everyday life now,
I think I've noticed in the vaping community, especially live streamers, there's a lot of them that do have mental health problems. How many reviewers and streamers do you know that have anxiety and stuff like that there, but they still
I'm one of them.
Yeah. They still do the videos.
Yeah. I actually find that it helps me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do get nervous before every cast and stuff like that, but the fact that the people that I'm casting with, I've got such a good relationship with, I think that actually helps me to cope with that. And I'm sure there's other people out there probably have the same sort of experience. Even a reviewer sitting down in front of a camera talking to themselves for 20 minutes, that's a lot of people use that as a coping mechanism. It's a release for them. It's a way of dealing with a lot of mental issues, and it just, like, my daughter has Asperger's, and the amount of people that have said to me that it's basically a made up illness, that there's nothing wrong with her. You wouldn't say that if you had to live with her. It's a very real thing, and the amount of people that belittle that because it's only been over the last 2 10 or so years that autism and Asperger's has been recognised as a mental health disorder. It's something you're born with, it can't be helped.
Yeah.
And the amount of people that belittle that.
Yeah. So that's what I love about the vape community is no matter what sort of health problem you have, like everyone's there for each other. Like, you know, there's nobody really discriminates against anyone, and it's quite a welcoming I can't talk tonight. It's quite a welcoming feeling, like, to know that there's always someone there that you can talk to, or like, you know, have similarities with.
I don't know about anybody else here, but I found that the friends that I have made through starting vaping and starting to watch live shows and whatnot, the friends that I've made through that, I'm actually closer to than I am to certain members of my own family, because I spend more time with them. Even though it's online like this through a video call, I spend more time with them. You know, like me and Roy have known each other for over 20 years, but we had lost touch for a long time, and it was through vaping that we got back in touch again. And, you know, I met Darren through vaping, I've met Michelle through vaping. Pretty much everybody that's been in and out of chat all night tonight, you know, I've met through vaping, and I class them as some of my best friends.
I've had mental issues for years. I've got stories that, I mean, are insane. I've never been one to put my mental issues out there. And I know I could help a person. But I grew up in a home where talking about it was very, very wrong. They thought me talking about it was me trying to seek attention. So it's kind of messed with my head a little bit.
Yeah.
But I've had
that's the sort of stigma that we're, you know, trying to get away from. You know, because if you can't even talk about it with your own family, you know, it's not little wonder that so many people feel so isolated. Because if they can't even talk to members of their own family, then they're not going to feel as if they can go and talk to like a therapist or even a friend. If their own family won't listen to them, you know, and that's the kind of stigma that we need to try and get away from, which is one of the reasons why, you know, us, you know, we have done so many like live streams and, you know, to raise money for mental health charities and stuff like that, because they're not getting the recognition that they deserve.
Yeah.
You know?
I think if I could have went to, you know, my parents or to go to a place to get some help, it could have prevented a lot of stuff in my life. But they made it out to be where, you know, talking about it or even having like issues with, you know, depression was very, very wrong. And it wasn't normal. So
was it that kind of, oh, if we ignore it, it'll go away kind of thing?
Right. But it made it worse.
Yeah.
But I have talked to a couple of people. If you talk to someone that has, you know, major depression, they understand you. They know where you're coming from. They know exactly how to help you. Whereas my mom, she had no clue what to do.
Yeah.
But what can I say? This is the sort of community, when you first talk to somebody online, face to face, they're walking around a shopping centre, shopping. And still, it's, you know, you still get the respect, and you still have the respect for them and everything else. And I've got, it made me giggle whenever I come off the stream, not the stream, off the call with Jessica, and I thought, she answered the phone, she's walking around doing her shopping. She could just hung up and just said, I'm doing my shopping.
Like I'm busy or something, yeah.
And then she made me jealous as well. She goes, I'm actually quite glad I come into the store because they've got air conditioning and it's cool. I'm sitting, we're bloody freezing out here.
Oh, it's like pouring rain and yeah.
It's been like 90 degrees here all week.
It's been so cold here. It's been jacket weather here.
Well, mind you, we hit the dizzy heights of 18 degrees with rain.
Good night, Paul.
You want to trade?
Night, Paul.
Samantha raises a very good point here. She's saying when people can be trapped, you know, like going back to the mental health issues, people can be trapped in their own homes. Sometimes hanging around and hanging out in Zoom calls online can make a lonely place turn into a brighter day. And she's got a very, very good point there.
And there's Dan Philip Nesbitt, or Nesbitt. His wife has got Asperger's. So Dan didn't say hi to you, so hi and welcome. You're very welcome.
Hi Dan.
Hi Dan.
And to some of the other ones that have just come in, because the numbers just went up a wee bit there, hello and welcome to you all. Don't be shy, say hello. We don't bite much.
Well, he does. I just merely nibble a little bit, but he full out bites.
And Jessica doesn't need to bite. She's got loads of animals to do it for her.
Yeah, she's got loads of wee ankle biting dogs.
I have the scars to prove it.
But yeah.
Dan is a good friend of Spiky Vapors.
That's good to hear. Are you from Northern Ireland as well, then, Dan? You from the Bangor, or are you just one of his Instagram?
Hey, Smurf.
Of Nesbitt. What do you think?
No, it's Nesbitt.
Oh, that's
Nesbitt.
Smurf.
And
Hey, Smurf.
yep. And Samantha also said, for many years, our only social interaction other than our family was via friends online. But I went through.
Hey, Mr. Salford.
Hi, Salford.
Hey, Salford.
I went through 2.5 years ago. No, 3 years ago. 3 years ago now. I went through severe depression. I was actually diagnosed with severe clinical depression, and I was lucky enough that I had a good job that I enjoyed going to. So that was my only interaction, was going out, going to work, coming back in home and locking the door. I didn't even go online or anything at the time. And then last year I slipped back because I tried to do it all without medication. I did it all without medication. And last year I did slip back into the depression slightly again.
Hey, SJ.
And suddenly realised nobody knows me by my full name.
It's SJ in the house.
It's SJ.
But I was thankful for online community to help me get through my life and help me. So, but I was going to jack in all the reviewing and everything and live cast and everything else if it wasn't for this one. And
Bunny too.
And I must have been pointing at Bunny too.
Bunny first.
Bunny as well for keeping me going, much to the annoyance of Sainty.
Sainty, yeah.
Now you've got no excuse because I just keep buying shinies.
And SJ, Dan knows who you are now, or he knew who you were. And SJ, who was on the show last week, has gone through a little bit of a hard week and things. Hope she doesn't mind me saying. If you do, SJ, just
keep your chin up, babe.
You've the amount of support and love that you've seen from people. So we're going off the subject now anyway, Sam. That was it.
Yeah,
we were
just that one covered.
We
just covered that.
Yeah.
So, question for Jessica.
Yes.
I know you've probably covered this a little bit, but if Instagram closed down tomorrow, what would you do?
What would I do if it closed?
Yeah.
I would go right back to Facebook.
There's this whole other community out there called Twitch.
I've been trying to find the vaping related channels over there, and I've only found one.
Bitches of Eastwick.
Oh, you're on Twitch. You'll have to message me.
Yep. Yeah,
It's
we
a
do.
Twitch show on a Friday.
We did our show with Vape UK Network on YouTube for almost 3 years, and just before Christmas, we decided to move our show onto Twitch, and we've been going from strength to strength ever since then. It's been unbelievable the level of support we've had since we made the switch, because I know myself and Gail were really nervous about it. I think Emily was the only one that wasn't. Well, she was nervous, but nowhere near as nervous as me and Gail were. But yeah, we've had a lot of support since we there. Sandy's just put the link into the chat there, but you'll not be able to see it. But yeah, we've been there since just before Christmas, and it's been absolutely mind blowing. How the show has progressed and the level of support that we have had since we made the move over there. Yeah, I would definitely recommend Twitch as another outlet.
So there is a large community over there as well?
Yeah, everybody just assumes that Twitch is just for gaming, but it's not. There's so many different categories that you can go onto. There's a few of us have like vape related shows, and yeah, there is the gamers as well. But if you're into like crafting and things like that, cookery channels and everything, any god's amount of different stuff over on Twitch. It's a really good platform to get into.
I've just sent you the link.
Yeah, and Royce just sent you the link. So
yeah, I'll look at it. I think the reason why I haven't went to check it out is I guess like you said, it kind of comes across as the whole gaming platform.
Well, primarily that's what it mostly is.
That's what was initially set up as, but it has branched out quite a bit.
Yeah, there are lots of people that go on there and just basically sit and shoot the shit, basically like we are now. But they cover a lot of different subjects. You do have ones that even a lot of the gamers themselves actually do vape, so they would, have discussions about vaping while they're gaming and stuff as well. So there's stuff on Twitch to suit everybody. There's Darren's an engineer, and he's got a lathe in the corner of this room, for goodness sake. He's into like making things, and there's a lot. I didn't know about half of the stuff that was on Twitch until he told me about it.
I used to be a bit of a gamer, so I knew about Twitch, but it's good to see a lot of the vapors like making the switch, really, because Twitch is a really good platform.
As you know, I love dragons, and there's people on there that sit and make like little clay dragons and things like that, or there's like they do sketches and artwork, and we watched one recently. There was a guy over in Denmark or somewhere like that, and he'd done the one at, was it Finland? But he'd done a big dragon that sat out in his garden. This thing's almost 6 feet tall, and he sculpted it out of scrap metal, and had it with a flamethrower and everything built into it, so that it was breathing fire and stuff at the push of a button.
Awesome.
It was absolutely amazing. Some of the stuff that we've seen on there. There's another guy, he's a Chinese guy over in England, and he works in a chippy, and he sets a webcam up in the chippy every day.
Oh, that's amazing.
And there's other things, you being into your animals and stuff like that. There's like live feeds of like little baby kittens and things like that on Twitch and everything. It's amazing the stuff that's on there.
What? I'll have to go check it out.
Yeah, there's all the different categories and stuff like that. You get your general chat shows, and you've got like categories, where a group of people maybe playing all of the same game. It all depends on tags and stuff like that whenever you're hosting your live stream. But there's so many different categories, especially if and if you're into gaming, it's excellent. It definitely is. If you're into crafting and like the creative art and stuff like that, there's so many different channels that are there.
Body painters, like one of the biggest ones is a girl called Kate Pike. Now she does absolutely fantastic body painting.
Yeah, she is
amazing. There's something doing that there. It's but if you actually sit down and watch it,
Bunny,
it's actually a craft.
You weren't even watching the screen there.
Yeah, I know you were holding up your. I know. Yeah, just to tease me some more, you bitch. Yep,
Sorry,
I just glossed over
Jessica,
that one.
That was just purely aimed at Bunny.
Yeah.
She likes my
Yeah, because you see, look at my falcon. My falcon would look sexy as hell on top of that.
That would sit so pretty on that. That is like matchy.
So is my TM24.
Oh, just.
Right, well, we've gone 12 minutes over the 2 hours. Time flies when you're actually having fun.
It really does.
Yeah, it does.
So, where will we start at tonight? Michelle?
Oh God. Bye.
Oh, you're a woman of so many words. How long did it take you to come up with that?
She's got a script wrote here.
I know. Wait a
Closing.
minute.
Bye.
I'm reading my notes. See you later, everyone. Ta-da. No, thank you.
I appreciate you all having me on.
No.
We'll come to you in a minute, Jessica. Don't worry.
Yeah, call your jets, woman. Call your jets.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we go around it one at a time.
Okay.
Thanks for everyone joining us on Facebook tonight. Facebook. Yeah, first. It's been awesome. And as well, Jessica, lovely meeting you as well. So,
Thank you.
really cool. Right, it's your turn now.
I'll let Jessica go next. Ladies first, I'll go last as normal.
Yeah, let the guest go next.
Surely that meant he would go first.
I appreciate you all for having me on. It's been nice meeting you all. If you want to, you can add me on Facebook. But hopefully I'll have a chance to come on here again. Hopefully I'm not as nervous next time.
I think you did really well.
You did.
Really well.
Thank you.
Bonnie?
Yeah. Basically what our two lovely ladies have said already. Thank you everyone for tuning in. It's been a little bit different doing this on Facebook compared to YouTube. It's a bit weird, but yeah. Thanks everybody for sticking with us. Vape Dogs in the background. Thank you. Your presence has been amazing. Yeah, Roy and Michelle, as ever, it's always a pleasure. And Jessica, it has been an absolute pleasure having you on here, and you will be more than welcome to join us anytime.
Thank you.
So, yeah, thank you very much, everybody. Over to you, Roy.
And I second what Bonnie has said there. You now have me on VC. We're here every Sunday night, UK time. We're not normally as late as this. We normally do go 9 to 11, but to sort of help accommodate getting you on the show tonight, we dropped it back an hour, which actually didn't harm.
No, it actually worked out pretty well.
As for being nervous, you didn't come across nervous. You came across very well.
Mm-hmm.
As I say, we do try and keep this as a nice, relaxed show that's not all heavy vape related and everything else. There's plenty of other shows out
as
there.
I'm sure
that
you've
do
seen,
that.
we like a bit of a giggle.
It's like tomorrow night, 9 o'clock UK time, which is going to be 5 o'clock your time. Bunny, the voice in the corner, Brew, and another Northern Ireland reviewer, Steve Dave,
Captain Mumbles.
Captain Mumbles, do a show on YouTube, if YouTube is working by then, called Islands in the Cloud. Then in the UK, we're sort of blessed. Every single night, there's at least one show on. On YouTube, and then Friday night over on Twitch is the Bitches of Eastwick.
Yeah, I'm such a cam whore, by the way. I do 3 shows a week now.
Yeah.
4 sometimes.
Sometimes 4 if Bitches decides to throw on a wee extra one, but yeah.
But if you want to watch another UK vape show, and it is basically called the UK Vape Show, which Vaping with Vic, Chris Empire, Mark the Vaping Postman, and Dean the Devil Vaper, is on a Thursday night, 8:30 UK time, which is a bit early. It's just going to be 3:30 your time. There is a Thursday night on Vic's channel on Vaping with Vic. So there's a lot of laughs and giggles on there, as well as some vaping content.
It's mostly laughs and giggles, though,
It's
isn't
mostly
it?
laughs and giggles.
Written some poems.
Including some rather dodgy poems.
Yeah. So
But they're epic.
if you like dodgy poems, they're actually songs that Dino makes
Yeah.
into poems.
It's just the way Dino reads them, though. They're epic.
Yeah, on a Thursday night. But as I said, it's been fantastic having you on.
Mm-hmm.
And Caroline Marshall is her first time viewing. Saw a link on Jess's Insta. Great show. Caroline,
Thank you, Caroline.
thank you very much. We're normally on, if you sort of, the Vape Lounge NI Facebook page is just literally as just a page. I always post a link up there for the show, which normally is over on YouTube. But it does get posted there, so you can keep a link on it there. and say we're normally here on a Sunday night. As maybe sometimes if there's nobody else on or some other shows are cancelled, I do tend just to go live. But I say, Jess, you have my VC now. You can send me a message anytime. You're more than welcome to come on anytime you wish to come on.
Well, thank you.
Part of the family now.
You're part of our family. Tough, we've
Yeah.
adopted you.
It was nice meeting you all.
It's really great meeting you. And to everybody in Facebook world, we shall see you again soon.
See you on the other side.
Bye 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 bye.
But now, honey, don't be saying it.
Oh, people, I forgot. Why do you keep saying I'm not allowed to say pish wax? Really? This is getting old.
I say my life.
Keep your distance.
Oh,
You were so
hello, Michelle. Did you know
Not on the first try. Oh my god, that was so funny.